I never believed in spirits or the old stories my grandmother used to tell. But what happened to me last year changed everything. It's hard to talk about it, but maybe writing it down will help me sleep again. It was late, maybe around midnight, and I was walking back from my cousin's house in the village. The night was thick with silence, except for the occasional rustle of leaves. The moon was hiding behind heavy clouds, making it hard to see the path ahead. I remember stopping when I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, dragging footsteps. I thought it was one of the village drunks, so I kept walking, trying to mind my own business. But the footsteps didn't stop. They got closer. When I finally turned around, there was nothing. But the sound, it was still there. Then, I saw him. He wasn't fully there at first, just a shape moving in the corner of my eye. A tall figure, covered in dust. His feet didn't touch the ground. He wore a cloak, dark and tattered, like it was made from shadows. His face. I don't know if he even had one. My chest tightened. I tried to move, but my legs froze. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. He didn't speak. He didn't make any noise, but I felt him in my head. A voice, soft but heavy, told me to leave. To run. You don't belong here, it said. The figure came closer. My heart pounded so loud I thought it would burst. And then I saw his eyes. They were deep, hollow, and seemed to hold every sorrow of the world. I felt like I was being pulled into them, into some kind of darkness that had no end. Then I remembered the stories. My grandmother used to tell us about the silent wanderer. A spirit that walked the earth, searching for those who stayed out too late, especially in places they weren't supposed to be. He didn't speak, just wandered, watching, and waiting. If you saw him, it meant he had decided something about you. And if he came too close, you'd never make it home. I don't know how I managed it, but I finally ran. I didn't look back, I didn't stop until I was inside my house, shaking and sweating. My mother asked what happened, but I couldn't explain. How could I? It sounded crazy. The next morning, when I went back to the spot, there was nothing. No sign of him. But the ground where I had stood was disturbed, like someone had dragged their feet through the dirt. I didn't walk that path again after dark. And I never stayed out past sunset. To this day, I don't know what the silent wanderer wanted from me. Maybe he was just warning me. Or maybe I was too close to something I wasn't supposed to see.